welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam. This week I am going to unbox the rest of what was my Kickstarter Bones 2 rewards, which essentially is everything that I got other than the core set that I unboxed last week. And for me, that includes the transparent blue single add-on, the expansion set 2, and the expansion set 3. So those will be the items those were the items I got in addition to just the basic core set, which I unboxed last week. I'll be doing the same thing this week as I did with those, opening them up, showing off what the models are, because while this particular method of purchasing the models is no longer available, of course they will now be being prepared to be sold individually as the models themselves. I will start with the translucent blue, which was the one that I just couldn't help but add as a single add-on. I loved the translucent red, the fire stuff last time, and this was essentially ice. It has 4 models in this, and we will take a look at what they are. We'll start with this crystal guy here. Let's see. If you can quite tell, he has like a face right there, like almost like that's a beard. But he's sort of this crystalline looking man in this lovely translucent blue. We have what are just some crystals, and like something like this, I may end up, like, as far as painting it, just painting the little bits of what is the dirt beneath them, and otherwise leaving them just as they are. I mean, that looks beautiful as it is. So there's this sort of water weird coming out of a well, which of course I may paint the well itself and leave the water. I may come up with a way to paint the water so that it looks like with some white. And then the one that I could not pass up, ultimately the reason that I did get this pledge, is this guy right here. He doesn't really have a face at all, at least not that I see, but he is sort of like a wave in that sort of humanoid form. And I just think it's beautiful. And now my players are going to have to go up against some sort of water elemental. So that was the translucent blue. Just a few items, but some really beautiful models that I just could not pass up. Next I'm going to move on to the expansion set 2, which is in a lovely box. This also has some translucent, it's got purple in it, but it is a frightening action of fearsome figurines. And it says, whatever, this Reaver Bones expansion set contains over 20 highly detailed plastic miniatures ready to paint or play with right out of the box. So I got this little kit here. Open it up and see what's inside. All in one bag. Which has bags inside of it. So we will see what's inside. We'll start, I guess, with these translucent ones here, since we already been going over those. Because there are a few translucent purple ones. This one is like a shadow demon sort of thing. With wings and all that. We got this sort of wraith figure. We got the Shadow Hound. This is one of the ones that I thought was cool in this translucent purple set, really. And then we have a couple tentacles of different sizes. Ah, no, my hand's totally in the way. Alright, yeah, so 2 tentacles. Alright, let's see, what are some of the other things we got? I think they called this one the Diva, but it is an angel. I believe this is part of it. Yeah. Essentially, it has this base here, and the idea is it has this little spot right there that you would attach it to, so it's essentially flying. Beautiful wings. Looks lovely. Ah! A dwarf riding a bear mount. That doesn't get any better. That's awesome. Bear cavalry. Let's see. Oh, that's one of my favorites, so I'm going to save that one. Alright, we got this other angel here. Much smaller, still lovely wings. We got this third angel. And then we have a couple of angels that are the reason that I could not pass up this expansion set. They called them the Angels of Sorrow. And they're statues, as far as I'm concerned. It will not move, if they are observed, of course. But they're the weeping angels from Doctor Who, and that will be how I will paint them. Another thing we got was the, I think they're Catarid columns. As a column, and then as attacking. Let's see. We got Knight on a horse. Always nice to have some good mounted warriors. And I believe, yeah, we got another one. It'll be fun to paint up some Porsches. We got, what were these? The Town Guard. This guy's got a crossbow. Got a town guardsman with a spear. A town guardsman with a sword. And a town's guardman with a bow. Your town shall be well guarded. And we have 3 bags that include essentially monsters that have to be assembled. Like this one. Has a base. Has a couple of legs that will go onto it. Let's see if I can get it here. This guy here. Let's see how well they assemble without being glued on. If I can give you an idea of what it looks like. Essentially, there were those pegs right there and right there on the base. And those are actually where his arms go, it looks like. Because essentially in the hands they have that, and I couldn't get the other one to stay, but it's... whatever, you kind of get the idea. It's this big, almost toad-like, monstrous thing that will have to be super glued together, and that is one of the things with the expansion set models is they, even last time, when I'd gotten the Jabberwock, they were the ones that needed to be glued together. We have this Draco Whisk in parts. Well, essentially on this side, 2 of the wigs and the wing need to go together. On the other one, it's just the wing. And so that's the profile I'm going to let you see here. That will go like there. The other wing will go back here, and then there'll be more legs back here. But you can kind of see what that partially looks like without some of its bits. But yeah, some assembly required. And this last one in this box, which was this giant Minotaur deity on this lovely base. He needs a lot of assembly, it looks like. But we'll see what I can kind of show you here, because his legs are pretty good, so I'll set those in. They go the other way. And of course his torso. That's not so bad. We got his staff-like thing. What do we got? That's a shoulder pad. I'm not sure where those bits go. Maybe those might be knee pads. I'm sure that covers up one of the holes in like his side or something where other bits go together. Where's that his head? Is his head on there? No, it could be his head. Hold on. No, where's his head? Oh, his head is still in the bag. Yeah. Anyways, he's huge. His head goes there, but it's not going to look right because, as you see, these little holes in the front of that, where his face is, and that's like a beard. Those are where these giant horns go. He also has a tail and this other arm. But yeah, he has quite a bit of assembly required, but you could still see, even without that, normal size guy. Just to sort of see the scale of what this guy is, because that's one of the things that impressed me so much about him. So that was the expansion set 2, which was essentially some extra fantasy that had some cool stuff. I love the Shadowhound. I loved the Weeping Angels. Something in here I'm looking forward to. The Minotaur deity, the giant Minotaur. I think he'll look really cool together. He's just huge. It would just be, he's going to be one that's just going to be an impressive sort of boss to pull out and put on the table and say, like, what you going to do about that? That's going to be the 5th edition in the DMG, has the climbing on top of an enemy rules. That's where that's going to come in. Those are the things I'm looking forward to. So, anyways, on to, and it's got a bit of a different sound, and I think it's because, I think there's a clear bit in here that's not the actual Bonesium. But anyways, a scary selection of sci-fi scenes. This is modern and science fiction miniatures, which they put all in this sort of expansion, and this Reaper Bones expansion set contains over 30 highly detailed plastic miniatures ready to paint or play with right out of the box. Of course, the other one said that, most of them ready to play out of the box, some of them needing assembly. You can even see on the back the one that I'm really looking forward to. So, all in one bag again. We also have some more really big ones. here. Quite a few. Where to start? Where's that favorite? I'll start with the one I was looking forward to. It's this police public call box, which is hollow on the inside instead of bigger, and I'm not very happy with that. I will probably get some green stuff and cover that over, because of course I will paint it blue and it will be a TARDIS. And the TARDIS can fly and its bottom is solid. So I will have to fix that. But still, I so look forward to painting this up. I don't know if I'll ever, I probably won't ever use it in the game. I don't care, I want it. It's mine, it is the reason that I backed this set. I like some of the other things too, but it is the reason. And with that, we'll go on to some of the other items that are in a bit of a different material. This does not feel, or sound for that matter, like Bonesium. But this is a dumpster. And this is a dumpster lid. And this will need to probably somehow be attached on here. Probably glued, but anyways, it is a dumpster that actually opens. That is fun. I think the next one is what's called like a weapons crate or something like that. And it just sort of sit on the ground there. It's hollow on the inside, but it is just sort of like that. So there's a weapons crate. And then the big one, the shipping container. Which does open. I think that's the bottom, so it's the top that opens. But it's a big empty hollow thing that would be like a shipping container. You know, like the kind of thing that these bones were stuck in for so long that, that the deadline got passed. So, not quite the same material, I will say that. This is not that, like, pliable kind of plastic, like soft plastic. This is a harder plastic material. Let's see. This, however, it's harder, but this sort of has that soft feel like the bones typically do. And this is like a road barricade. And then we have a few, I think they're like tank spikes or whatever they are, which are essentially other road barricades to put in the middle of your road of your modern setting. Let's see. Let's move on to an alien. This guy's got a couple extra arms, weird shaped head, very alien-esque. Another alien, some different weapons. Again, another same type of alien, different weapon configuration, just so you can sort of mix them up, I'm sure. This might be the same configuration as the first one, at least pretty similar. I think that one's that again. Yeah, I think we have like a couple of each. There's one I've seen, and there's another of that one. Let's see. Again, an alien. And an alien. So you have like a whole alien army of that type of alien. Then you have these, I think these were the grays. Which are, if you compare them to, see, here's a human-sized guy. They're smaller. And this, I think, was like the Science Squad or something. Like, he's got like a, well, it's not going to be a cell phone, but a communicator cell phone. So there's those grays. We have some more with guns or whatever. Detail on these feels a bit soft, but maybe they're just supposed to be soft-looking aliens. I don't know. still think I could, you know, with some paint, make them look pretty good. So, not really an issue, but they do kind of have that look to them. Anyways, we got some human soldier guys. These will pair well with some of the guys in the first Kickstarter that I got. Have similar weapons and armor. We have a generator, which could be used like a target in a mission. Something to achieve and go after. Another item that could be used like a target is this, I think it's like a control console or whatever computer. Essentially it's in two parts. It's this sort of base and this sort of curved screen computer. So that was also said to be a good use for objective. This is one that I found really weird when it was added on its own. And it is in the Bones material. And it's kind of curved, so it will need to be, that will need to be fixed in order for this to be used really at all. I was kind of wondering how decent this would be. Okay. And then that's going to take some work to get together. But essentially what it is it's a floor piece, a doorway, and the door that goes inside it, which has this hinge that you would squeeze through there, and it would be a door on a hinge that would open. I thought it was kind of weird to have a door piece like this without having any extra wall pieces to continue it on, but again, I suppose as an objective, if you just have to get to the door, it's nice to be able to visualize it, and that will be one that will open. Let's start with this one. Only have a few more, all the rest are, of course, in these multiple pieces in bags. This one, ooh, has some tiny pieces in there. Like, tiny piece. So it has that, and it has what are these legs in here that I'm not going to take out. But otherwise what we have is these bits here that will go together like that, and those are where those legs will go. So we'll have somewhere to sit. That head goes on this body right here, and then there's this clear cap. So after this is all painted, you would put the clear cap, and it would be one of the gray aliens, which were those guys, inside of a flying saucer. So that'll be cool. Although with tiny pieces like that, a bit of a hassle to assemble, but probably well worth it once it's looking all awesome. Get this back in the bag so I don't lose any of those little parts, because that was the smallest part I've seen on one. And the other three are all the same sort of type of alien, like species of alien, that are sort of tentacly thingy. Like here's the big chunk of this one, which will go on that floor bit there, like that. But they have these sort of heads, like that, and arms. Like this one has like another tentacle there that goes sticking out of the side here. Is it actually going to go all the way together without we having to... No, it's going to fall apart. Sort of. Well, not too bad. But, ooh, one more tentacle. Oh, it's close. you can really, at least you can get a decent idea of what this thing looks like. It's sort of this sort of tentacly alien. Yeah. Which, when I set it next to the TARDIS, looks huge. Yeah. So we have another of that same species that is a bit more armored looking, if you look at it, and it has these sort of arms that are, let's see, blades. Not sure how that goes in. It goes in at like one angle without being modified, and there it is. That one. That one angle. Of course, it has a base as well. So that's what that one looks like. And then the... oh, its head's coming off. The last one will not go together quite the same because I'd have to cut it all off of this sprue. So I'll show you there's whatever all these arms and tentacly bits there that will go on to complete this one with the giant head. Like it has this giant, it's much bigger on this than it is. Oh no, that guy fell apart. Oh well. You know, if you want to compare them. But yeah. Anyways, with arms and stuff, they'll be that guy. Don't want to separate those, but yeah. So, more stuff. But yeah. Anyways, with arms and stuff, they'll be that guy. So, more stuff. So that was the expansion set 3. Before that, the expansion set 2 and the water guys. Of them, I love that water elemental. It's beautiful, as is. I love the TARDIS for what it is, even if it does have a hole in the bottom of it instead of being a solid piece of plastic like I'd hoped. Like the ones like the dumpster, that's a unique idea, even though I'm not so sure that's... I mean, what is Bonesium? But yeah, some of the other ones, really cool ideas, cool concepts. I think they'll go together really nice. I will link to where you can get Bones currently on general, on whatever, wherever online that most likely will be added to with the new Bones as they're released. Otherwise, you can get them at, you will probably be able to get them at your friendly local gaming store as well as they come out. So that would be another place to check. But yeah, have a good day.